No, we
We are
want that.
live.
We are live.
Yes.
Hey, how are you? How are you? How are you? Those ones watching us, welcome here. Welcome here. We are privileged and blessed again to meet here because of the power of social media. We are coming again just to share about what we are learning about life, you know, as we go on. As it said, life is a blank slate. It's our experiences that frame it. And each day comes with an opportunity for you to write a new chapter. And so it's up to you. Do you want to continue with the narrative that you are keeping, that you had begun, or you want to change so that it looks different? I am blessed to have these sisters here. Um, they are, the title is Sisterpreneurs because we're in business together, yes, but it's more about who we are becoming in the process as we collectively journey together on this venture in life that God gave us an exposure to, and that's why we are here. Why we are here. That each one of us has had a journey. When I look at each one of them, I see a story of hope, a story of encouragement, a story of light. And I'm so appreciative of the fact that they have taken this chance to shine that little light in them brighter for the sake of another person. I know them personally, and so I'm joyed to know and learn from their stories. But they are now open to say, hey, it's a testimony that we want to put out there so that other people, you know, if it can resonate to even one soul, they can learn from it also. So if you look at the title, we are saying, I know the pain. I have traveled the journey. I just wish I knew that sooner. Why? Because I'm at a point where I can look back and say it either was worth it or it wasn't worth it. And especially as immigrants, we have stories to tell. We ran quick. We didn't look at the cost of our immigration. It has caught up with us. And if we were to remain in the same vessels we were in, then at the end of the day, it will be a regret. But we thank God that it's not. So I'm going to let each one of them introduce themselves, share with us so far what they have learned through life. And from there, we just pick one or two lessons and we know, or rather refresh or reframe our minds on what we should be doing next. So I'm going to start with Sister McKenna.
Wow. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is McKenna. I am a Kenyan, a mom of three, a pastor, a digital business owner, and a mentor. I'm so delighted to be here. I remember before I started this business, I was like, what am I going to be telling people? What is this about? I never knew it is all about my story because there is power in a story. My journey started in 2023. For all my life, I've just after my graduation in high school, I became a preacher. And then from there, I joined the seminary. All my life, I've been a paycheck to paycheck person. That what I was used to until, oh my goodness. Oh, sorry for that. Sorry. Somebody here called me. All
No,
right.
just part of
Yeah.
part of the story.
Yeah, it's part of the story.
Part of the
So
story, yeah.
somebody just called me. Yeah. So my journey started in 2023. I was just seated the way you can just be doing your daily things, and something dropped in my mind. McKenna, what about your retirement? what about your boy who is joining college? By then it was 2023 and he has just joined college. Oh, that's the time I woke up. It was like a wake up call for me. And that time, my goodness, I was worried. I was stressed up. I was like, oh, what next? What can I do? I panicked and I was like, hey, what can I do? I said, oh, I'm going to look for another job. But later I realized that yes, there's nothing I can do because at my age, I can't get any other physical job to do because of age. And I was like, all right, I need to think of online. I was like, online? Yeah, I had those ideas before. So one day, that was in 2024. Remember, this was 2023 August. But I kept on thinking, what am I going to do? What's the next move for me? Until January, I found somebody talking about digital online business. I just screenshot that. I kept the number, the website, and all that. So I kept praying about it until February. When I reached out to say, hey, tell me, I saw you, tell me about this business. And she was like, oh, this is a legit business. And I started my online journey February 27. And I want to say that this online business has changed my life. As I have said, I started this because of my retirement. These days, I can say, yes, I'm no longer worried because this business is taken care of. I was worried about my boy joining college and not having the student loan hanging on his mind, his shoulders. And right now, that has already happened. So for me, it has been a story. And maybe my last point here is I am a pastor. I serve three churches, and sometimes it was really draining me out in terms of emotions because I have to do funerals, I have to visit sick people. Um, and sometimes when these people die, you always, when you're preaching, you always find that empty space. And all the time I was like glued to the work, and I could not let my mind move away from all these emotions. And all the time I used to go for retreat because I needed to breathe out, to avoid burnout and all that. But since I started this business, I never knew these wonderful faces here. And this business comes with more than money. It takes time to build up, but still there are so many other things benefit to this business. Otherwise, I'm so grateful to God. These days I'm more relaxed. I feel much better as I serve, and my business is going on. Otherwise, that is my story. Blessings. Back
Thank
to you.
you. Thank you, my sister. Yeah, that emptiness. We go through life experiences, some from our services or some from our positions, and the only thing we are left with sometimes is emptiness. And so you can feel that emptiness with so many other things if you're not careful. As we grow older, you have to be very, very intentional on what you want to get associated or even listen to. Because at the end of the day, I'm saying your life is a canvas. Only you can write it, only you can decide what you want to do with it. I will not take so long because I want to get to the next Sister Lois.
Okay, thank you so much, Lynette, for giving me this opportunity and for hosting us. And thank you, five of my fellow business partners. I really appreciate you for always coming us together. Yeah, for those who are watching us now and those who will be watching us later, depending on your time zone, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And for me, it's a morning. And I want to say our topic today is about knowing that pain. And I want to tell you there's one thing that I thank myself about when I came to realize, come across this business, because at times it may not look like it was a pain.
Mm,
It might have looked like things were normal and that's the way they should be. And why I want to say that is because for me, I was always a career person. And I thank God that during my young age as a career person, I was able to do what all of us look at to go up like the career ladder and enjoy my career and felt I was comfortable. But things change. And when things change, you have to decide, am I changing with the things or am I going to remain the same? And what changed is that I had to move to a new place. So I was going to start my life altogether, and I had to forget what I had done in my life, in my career, and put it at the back of my head. And I moved to this country not knowing where I'm going to start. And I decided I'm going to start wherever it's comfortable for me to start. But it wasn't a very easy decision to make. And that's why I'm saying I want to go back, because at that time when I was making that decision, if I knew this business, I would have made a different decision altogether. Because what this business has done for me, it has developed me as a whole person. And just like what Sister McKenna was saying, it's not about the money. So when you see us here, most of us, or rather a biggest percentage of us, we have a well-paying job. But that is not what drove us to this, because in life there are different pains. And so, just going to go back to my point, when I moved to this country, I had to start looking for a job elsewhere. I did not expect somebody to pick me from anywhere and just come and put me wherever I was in their corporate ladder, because I have come and I've served in public service for so many years and I've managed to go that up. I did not expect anybody to do that. I knew if I was going to do something, I was going to start from scratch. And that is what happened to me. And so, in the process, as I was searching for anything that I can do with my life. And so I always say I saw this business in 2019, but I did not take any step at that time, because that was the time I had just come to this country. Why? I did not take any step. I was seeing this business on social media. I wasn't a social media person. And I was okay, because I thought life is the same in back in my country and life is okay here in America. But things turn out differently. Here, all the life that you live is a borrowed life. Sorry to say so. And why do I say that? As long as I have a credit card, I can get anything that I want. Unlike in my country, I knew I have to have cash for me to get this kind of thing. So I knew as long as I was able to build a very nice credit history, I can get anything I want. But it has to take time to do that. And so what happened to me? I found myself that I had to live paycheck to paycheck. I did not want to do that anymore. And so, because I did not want to do that anymore, what happened to me next? I had to look for another job. Why? Because that was the norm. For the people that I found here, that was the norm. And you know what it means when you look for another job? You are working all through your 24 hours. You have no time for your family. You have no time for yourself. For me, it looked normal at the beginning, because I was doing what the Romans do. And I felt that my daughter was suffering. Because can you imagine when your child comes to tell you, Mom, I want to find out the day that you're not working so that we can have a talk? At that time, it may not hit you right, because your mind is just telling you, work, 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 and make sure that you have the money that she need for her to go to college. It doesn't hit you that hard. She might have been a grown up, but she's still a baby to you. So when it hits me hard, I had to decide I have to rewire my life and do something different. And I've told you I got this business through the social media. And so when I saw this business back in 2019 and snoozed it, and it still kept coming back, I also snoozed it. But now I asked myself, what is so hard with me trying this? And because I've been seeing it with other different people and I'm seeing somebody like I can be able to communicate with, let me try this one. That was in 2023 and I tried it. And I'm telling you, why I'm telling you I was still skeptical is as Sister McKenna said, she screenshot it and everything. For me, I didn't want anything to do with putting my name on the website. I wanted to talk to a person to be sure I'm dealing with a person. So what I did, I took her WhatsApp number and reached out to her. But she still told me she want my name and my email address. To cut long story short, that's how I found this business. And as you can hear, this is somebody who didn't want anything to do with social media. It took me time to set up my business because I was kept asking myself, is this really what I want to do? Am I ready to expose myself out there? But I thank God with time, because this business is not just about the money. The kind of training you get, I realized that it is going to be so painful for me to remain the kind of a person I was. And so, just to translate what my brothers and sisters say back in my country, I had to remove my legs out of the sack. For those who understand what I mean, they do understand, and you can see them smiling. So
Yeah.
I did that, or rather, I got out of my comfort zone, and that's why you're seeing me here. And I'm very grateful that apart from the money part of it, I am a well-built person who can now face the camera and talk to you the way I'm talking to you. And I'm telling you, some of the jobs that some of us deal with, they can be very draining. You can imagine. Did I introduce myself? I don't think so. I am Lois. Sorry, I always forget to do that. Did I? I don't know.
Go ahead. We can hear you.
If I did not introduce myself, I am Lois, originally from Kenya, but currently I live in Oregon, USA, together with my family. I work as a legal assistant and I'm a proud digital business owner. The reason why I wanted to say that is because being a legal assistant, every day I listen to so many victims of different kind of crimes. That can be very draining carrying it with yourself. It took me a long time for me to be able to separate myself from that. Because if you listen to an elderly person trying to tell you how injustice has been done to her and what you can do to help that person, it gets you haunting you even when you go to sleep. And you're thinking, if it was within my power, what would I do? In the justice system, you cannot fasten things. You have to follow the rule of law. I have my chances to say I'm not ready. The defense has their chances to say I'm not ready. But who is suffering? The victim. It took me a long time for me to be able to separate myself from that. But I thank God, however much I talk to so many people, we have very nice employee supportive system, but I did not get help from that. I'm not lying, I'm not trying to discredit them, but I can tell you I got help from joining this business, the training that I've gotten into, and having this kind of these ladies to vent into, get to understand me and tell me all will be fine. And one thing I thank myself is that, or thank God, is I've been able to separate myself. What I do in that office, I leave it there. And when I come back to the house, I wear my hat as a mother, as a wife, and as a business person. And so that has made my life very easy, all because of the trainings that we get this business. So my point is this: you may be going through that pain, thinking that everything is okay. But let me tell you, everything is not okay, because you'll work very hard, get that money, but you never get time to enjoy that money. And on top of that, your social capital will be suffering. I've made, since I started this business, I have my social capital account is very fat, let me tell you. And that is one thing I know. You can have all those other things, but if you don't have a social capital, my friend, oh, these are not going to be the same. You're smiling. You see that these ladies are smiling because they know what happens behind the scenes. Yes, so that's one thing I'm very grateful for this business. And I always say, I wish I knew that earlier, but I don't want to say I wish I knew that earlier, because everything happened for a reason and for a purpose. And I know the time I got to know about it, that is the time God had planned. This is the time you're going to get about, and these are the benefits that you're going to get. I'm still reaping the benefits. and I know I'm going to get there. I know I'm getting the financial benefit, the time benefit, and after it all, I'm getting my personal development, even your own career. Do you get that? And also, I forgot the skills. We learn a lot of skills here, hands-on skills. So you can imagine all that. That is what you're going to get. So if you're out there wondering what these beautiful ladies are talking about, this is what we are talking about: a business that takes care of you all round. And one day you'll say, I used to see 6 ladies every Saturday morning, and I kept wondering what they were talking about until I pressed that button and put my name and email address there. That is the day that my life changed. With all that, I want to say God bless you. And if you have somebody you can share this information from wherever page you're watching it from, share it. Let's spread the gospel, because somebody else, if you it's not for you, somebody else need to hear this. Thank you. Back to you, Lynette.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. A lot of gems dropped by my sister there. If it can save one soul as we began on the onset, that's why we are here. Hey, challenge the norm. What are you entertaining that is no longer serving you? What are you entertaining that for sure you know it's killing you? You keep on saying it is what it is. No, it's not. Why are you dancing to somebody's tune? As she says, let's go back to the blueprint. From the onset, it's not good for a man to be alone. Let me tell you, in this country that we are in, loneliness is real. You hear of people, I don't want to mention things, but you hear of people committing suicide and what have you. Ask why, you are told things, and it's like when you go to the root cause, it's loneliness. You come here, you think running up and down, getting the dollars will, in a way, satisfy you. No, we are running away from what we are as human beings by complying to a system that we found in existence, that was put in place to answer some other person's need. And we are saying, look at it again. Look at it again. If it's no longer serving you, please, please do something. So thank you, my sister Lois, for that. There's a lot of gems, but I still come back to you with a question. Now that with all those learnings, who is lost? But we'll come back to that. I go to Sister Annette. Please share what you've learned in life so that you can save a soul out there.
All right. Thank you so much for this opportunity again. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, everybody, viewers, whichever place you're watching from. And today is a great day and coming out here to share our story. You know, we know the pain. We know the pain, and there's a lot of people who out there that are wondering what we are actually doing. We are sharing our story and the reason why we are out here with our digital business journey. To everybody, my name is Annette, originally from Kenya, and I currently live in Minnesota, USA with my family. And of course, 9 to 5, I'm a nurse and I'm a mom as well. So my story really is one of a pain that someone out there might not understand unless you are in somebody's shoe, or you can relate to someone. That's when you understand actually the pain that people come out here to share, especially some of us who have been through all the pain that we're sharing out here. So my journey started in 2024. When I mean, even before that, I will say that my journey started way back COVID time, where I had a health challenge that really proved me that if I'm a nurse and I don't have a backup plan, I do not have a secure job. That's when, it hit me that, as long as I'm not clocking in, that means I don't have income. So as a nurse, usually, not even usually, people know or everybody know out here that if you're a nurse, you have to be able to go out there, help people, in whichever way you have to clock in for you to get paid. There's many opportunities out there that nurses can do for them to get paid. But for me, I had a job where I had to clock in for me to get paid, and that was it. And then I found myself with a health challenge that I was working multiple jobs, picking up extra shift for me to be able to pay my bills. It was about paying my bills and go around and repeat. That was my cycle, at least. And then comes a point where you are sick. I was sick. I couldn't pick up any extra shift. And that means there's no money coming in. And now I have kids, I have my family, I have my bills coming in because obviously bills would never stop. And that is when a wake up call hit me that I needed a backup plan. I started searching around, YouTube University. I registered to many courses in the online space because I was seeing people actually having online businesses that they can do, online courses that they can teach people. And I was like, maybe it's something that I can do. And all I found myself actually, it's just doing research, starting a business in the online space, and signing into ebooks, courses that I was paying a huge amount of money, and at the end of the day nothing came out of it, because as soon as I went in, and especially coming without an experience, I did not know anything. I was just teaching myself, and at the end of the day, you get told that you have a coach, there will be a coach there, and at the end of the day you have to pay a huge amount of money for you to get help from the coaches. And I did not give up hope. I know that I wish I could have started sooner, but I know that I did not lose hope. I continued searching, and that's when in 2024 I came across this amazing digital business that has really changed my life, and I know that many thousands and thousands of people's lives, because I came out here with no experience. I came out here to the platform where I get help 24/7, and having the automated system, and of course having a great community, you ladies here and many other people in our platform, where you can get help whenever you need it. And from previous years, I know that I was working multiple jobs. I was exhausted, picking up extra shift all the time, and yet I still lived paycheck to paycheck. And I never, even the cycle never seemed to get enough. All I knew is, I had to go work multiple jobs, and that was my story then. And of course, I will say that I love my career. I love to be a nurse out there. I will work as many shifts as I can. I'm not a lazy person. I know that. But, finding yourself that you feel drained, or you feel is burnt out. And of course, as a mother, I have kids at home who I'm supposed to take care of. And all I knew is coming out here, and the kids are sleeping, or even if they go to school, I don't have time for them because I'm tired. I was drained all the time. No matter how hard I worked, I still felt stuck. The cycle of doing the same thing over and over again. And I know that I wanted more, because all I did is to trade time for money. Each day I worked, I was trading time for money all the time. And that is when I realized that, I needed a backup plan. And when I found this business, I went all in, and the rest is history, because for the last few months here, I know that I was an introverted person who was not on social media, and I did not like anything at all on social media. But looking at the community that we have, looking at nurses who came 1 to 2 years, they are retired. 1 to 2 years, they have paid off their mortgage. 1 to 2 years, they have income coming in, passive income coming into their account. Every month around the clock, you have a business that works for you, that you don't have to clock in. And then, why not do that? And that is why I'm here today, sharing my story that there is a better way out. if there's a parent out there, there's anyone in healthcare looking around or looking at us, that we are coming out here to share these stories each day, excited to share our journey, then being passionate about coming out here helping others who do not know that there is more out of life. And this is what we are doing. We are sharing an opportunity that can change your life for good. If you are out there and you ask yourself, or you keep telling yourself that you're not enough, you can't do what we're doing out here, you can't work in the online space, you can't be out here on social media, I mean, that is an opportunity to have you think again, because most of us in this platform, actually, we share our story all the time, and we resonate with each other, because it's either one was an introvert person, one was not on social media, one did not want to come out here talking to people, but we're here changing life today. And I can encourage a parent out there, a busy nurse who is constantly working multiple jobs, that there's a better way out. You can actually work one shift and do this business alongside your 9 to 5. So that's a great opportunity that I can share with you, and you can come out here and change your life today, as most of us have changed our lives. Now we can get to enjoy life according to our own terms, not somebody else telling us what to do. So thank you so much, and that is my story.
Wow, Sister Annette, thank you, thank you, thank you for being open to share with us that. What she is also saying is that, I mean, change is the only constant we have. Gone are the times when we used to say some jobs you are secure. There, I'm in corporate. I'm an IT professional, and yesterday I was in a meeting, and one of the things the speaker said was, "As a company, we will take everything that you give us and more," and that is the reality. They will take everything that you give and more. And so, what does that mean? That if there is another part of you or within your sphere of influence or authority that relies on you, for example, a parent, if the company is taking everything and more, then what is remaining for you and those people who look unto you for everything? You need to, like I said, to challenge the norm, because we thought IT is a thing. Yesterday we were being told, hey, with AI coming, most of the jobs you guys are doing will be taken away. And that's the reality. That's the reality. So if Sister Annette, because when we come to this country, there are jobs, either be this or that. Nursing is one of, it has been the best jobs. And then she's saying reality showed her differently. Change is the only constant. Rewrite your story. That's what we are. Why we are here sharing these testimonies for you to hear. And so, without much ado, I go to
Lynette, do you mind highlighting that comment? There's a very nice comment on the chat, on the comment section. I
yeah,
really love it. The one from Jenny Money. I really
yeah,
love. She says, yeah, that's a very nice comment. I really
yeah,
like
yeah. Sister McKenna, be on the lookout. This is very inspirational. New, still doing my class, and one day I'll be the one sharing. Sister Jen, you're most welcome. Yeah, we are inviting you not too long from now to be sharing your story. It might be tomorrow. We'll be looking for you. So please, keep on learning. You're saying you're learning. I mean, you've already been in the community. You know how helpful each one of us is. So the testimony is loading. The testimony is loading. Thank you, Sister Jen, for sharing that. So I go to my sister Regina. You are muted, Sister Regina.
Okay, sorry, I'm speaking to myself here, but how are you all doing? And thank you, Sister Annette, for hosting this Go Live. We really appreciate you. And for our audience, from whichever platform you're watching us from, we are so happy to have you here. We are so blessed to have you, and we are grateful and we thank God for all of you. And we invite you even to invite your friends, those people that you know that can benefit from this too, because it might not be for you, but it might be for your sister, your brother, or whoever out there, because our business is not limited to whatever professionals we are representing here. So I want to start with introducing myself. For those people who don't know me, my name is Regina, and I'm originally from Kenya. I live in Washington State with my family. I'm a mom of 3 wonderful teens, and also a nurse by profession. And I run this digital business. I mentor people who are willing, who are, spirited to learn about this business and change their lives. So I wear so many hats, and it's a blessing to me. And today we are talking about, I wish, like our topic is, we wish we knew before. Like, I know the pain of being stuck, and I wish I knew. I wish I discovered this business before. Basically, that's how I interpret our topic. So, for me, if I can share my pain, I remember before I started this business, after I came to this country, because let's start from there, because most of the time when I come here, and most of us when we come out here, we mostly speak to those people who are immigrants, because the story changes when you come to your country where you currently reside. So when I came to this country, I thought that I'm going to have it all. I'm coming to live the American dream. I was excited. And sooner than later, I discovered that this is not the case. And so, my pain started kicking in. I was a mother of young kids. My kids were little, so I can say that I was a young mother. My kids were just below the ages. Actually, to be precise, it was 1-year-old and 3-year-old. And I'm in a new country. And because, you hear all those stories. If you want to succeed, when you go there, do this. So I came here and straight away went to nursing school. So because back in my country, I was working in a bank. So, and I was told here, if you want to succeed, be in healthcare. So I want to fast forward. I went to nursing school. And of course, through nursing school, there was a lot of hassle. And I thought, after I'm done with nursing school, life is going to be easy and I'm going to eventually live my American dream. So when I finished, I got a job right away in a hospital. And I was like happy. And like, now it's time. But nothing changed. The same hustle continued, like running after shifts, picking up extras, because you know what? Being employed, even if your salary changes, you realize that it's never enough because it comes with another need. But then when you pick up extra shifts, I found myself missing out on my kids' activities, missing out on family time, all those things. And especially when you have little kids, for me, it was so painful to when my kids come home and I was supposed to go to a field trip or field event with them, and I didn't go, and they are so sad. Like, my mom, I didn't see you. My friends, kids, mom was there. It used to hurt me so bad. I don't know about the rest of you parents, but for me, that was a lot of pain. So I reached a point right before COVID, and I was like, because as I said, I'm fast forwarding because all those things, feeling burned out because of picking extra shifts, feeling stagnant because you can see people around you succeeding, but you don't know what they are doing, and also feeling like you're so limited. All those were my pains. And so before COVID, precisely in 2019, I started searching. I was searching seriously because I reached a point, I'm like, picking up shift is not helping, because the more you pick up shift, as soon as you bring in more money, but guess what? You're missing out more. You're getting more burnout. Like, whatever the problems were, even if you have an extra coin in your pocket, the problems are multiplying. Like, and when you're an exhausted nurse, Annette can bear me witness because we are 2 nurses here. Our job is draining. It drains you mentally and physically. So by the time you have picked up that one, even if it's just one extra shift, by the time you go home, the following day, I work at night. The following day, after you work your shifts and then extra, there's nothing. You think it's an off day. It's actually not an off day, because you're using that time to regain and you find yourself sleeping the whole day, and again you have missed out another whole day with your kids. And so the burnout was too much. And the more the burnout, the more the missing out, the more frustrated. And you realize that sometimes you have that like you're so irritable. Even when your kid come and tell you something, you're so mad for, and you can't find the reason. You're just so irritated, and you see your children coming and you feel like you want to slap them, and you don't even know why you're doing that. You feel like they're the cause of your problem. And yes, like, can you wait? I want to sleep. And then I remember like one time, because I used to pick up shifts. And one time I was like, the hospital I was working then, there was no so many shifts to pick up. And I wanted extra money, like super extra than what I was looking for, because anytime I'm going on vacation to Kenya, like just for 3 weeks or 4, the money that I've been working as a nurse is not enough. So what do? Pick up extra. So I picked up 3 weeks in advance, like each week an extra of a shift, the extra from what I usually pick. And I remember when I went to work the first shift, and then my son realized, Mom, you're working 4 days? I'm like, yes. I mean, extra day, yes. And then I told him I'm going to be working like this for the next 3 weeks because we need money to go to Kenya. And he was like, why are you stealing family time? And I was like, how can a less than 10-year-old think of such? And that was so painful, guys. And I think that was my wake-up call the first time I started searching. And I'm like, there has to be something I can do online. I don't believe in this kind of stagnation anymore. And for sure, I went searching. I found different things, and even nursing online, because I was looking for a job, not for a business. And I found like nursing jobs like coding, which you need to have a whole course, but you work from home. And then you find like you can do triaging of patients and you still have to work from home, but you have to kind of clock in virtually. So I'm like, I would rather just then go to the hospital and pick up the shift, because still I'm working from home, but I'm not free. So then that's when this business showed up. And at first I was very skeptical. And I know a lot of you guys there are skeptical. It is okay to be skeptical, but it is not okay to remain skeptical, because you're going to be stagnated and watch people succeed. And for me, when you start this business and register and all that, and they put you in that community, we're going to put you in that Facebook community where you see all these people succeeding, you feel so stuck and stagnated when you're just watching people, succeeding, sharing their story, paying off mortgages, and you feel like you're stuck, like you don't even know why you can do it. But then at the end of the day, it's self-sabotage. You realize that unless you get out of your way, there's no way you're going to succeed in this life. So the thing is, I had to eventually give myself a slap and wake up. And I started this business. Yeah, it was a slap, because I kept on pushing. I'm going to start this. 2020, I saw it in 2022, to be precise, not in 2019. It was a long search. And then I was like, I'm going to start before the year ended. I'm going to start in January. January 2023 came. I did not start. And I was like, I need to start this business. So story short, I've been in this business for a little over 2 years, and I thank God, because the rest is history. I now have more time with my kids. I work 2 days a week, and I thank God because of so many other benefits besides money, besides anything else that I could think of. For me, time with my kids, with my family, is very, very, very important. It's everything, because if I can work and have all this money and have all that and don't have time to spend that money with the people that I love, I think by the end of the day, it beats the whole reason of you looking for that money. I don't know about you guys, but that's how I feel about it. So I thank God, because our business is a business like no other. If you're there and you're watching us and you're just wondering, like, can this be my story? I'm telling you, your story can even be beautiful than this. It all depends on how you show up. So it's all up to you. The ball is on your court. Just, decide whether you want to take this or not. But we are looking for people who are, who are ready to learn, not people who are second guessing themselves, because this is a real business that anybody can do and transform their lives. So I don't know where you want to start, but we are here if you want to get more information, you can reach us out. Okay, sorry, I think I took more time, but back to you, Lynette.
No, really. I mean, we could again listen for the rest of the day, because if any parent is listening, we can all resonate. We stop being in the survival mode. Be there for those ones who matter. That's what we are saying. This is a journey of freedom. Freedom not only of money, but freedom of time. I mean, the only memories kids will run to when all is said and done is from the time you're spending with them. You can buy all these gifts you want, but any material thing, it has a time span. So, as a parent, please, can you be intentional in being present? Just the way God ordained you to be, as a cover for those young souls? That's what we are all talking about and sharing here. So thank you, Sister Regina, for sharing with us your journey. And I'll still ask one question before we call it a day. Before we do that, let's listen to Sister Beatrice's journey. Sister Beatrice, welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you can hear me. Thank you so much for people who are watching us. My name is Beatrice. I am a mother of four, a preschool teacher, and I am originally from Burundi. I hope you heard a lot from these beautiful ladies. And even though we are coming from different countries, different careers, but we have some common pain that we can share, or we can say as parents. We are wearing a lot of hats, and then part of the hat, we are parents. In general, we are all parents. Everyone here said, I have a kid, I have a mama of this. We are all parents. No one would like to see her kid suffer in the future, in the older age, or at your older age. Especially when they will get older, that's where we look at the kid. We feel like we have this very pity and the pain of your kid. But when you were young, you feel like it's okay. It's okay. I see now my mom at my age, and she's 70. She's 70. Now she can. Now that's how she showed a lot like a pain. Like, oh my goodness, you don't have somebody to help you to take care of your kid. Oh, and then we are lots of siblings. We are from different states. And this one, Mama, can you please come and help me to take care of my kid so I can pick up a shift? Because we have nurses in our family. We have, yeah. And my mama, okay, I will come. And then the other one will call, okay, Mama, after 2 months, can you please come? So Mama is everywhere. Mama is mom. Wherever you go, you will never find anyone who replaces your mom. Your mom is pain, is your mom. So we are all mom. So as I said, I am a mother, and as we are now discussing today, we are talking about the pain that we have or we had in the past. We know it. One of the sisters, I think, is Lois, said that we know it, but it's because we just take it as a granted. We take it easy and simple. It's okay. We live that it's okay. It's okay. Think that we are just getting the money to pay bills, to buy food. It's okay. We didn't even realize that the future exists. We were just just playing with the present. We are fine. Okay, did you pay your rent? Yes. Did you pay your electricity? Yes. Did you pay water? Yes. Everything? Yes. Okay. Next week, yeah, in 2 weeks, we're gonna get another check. And another check is all on order. That what is the check gonna do? But I'm gonna tell you the truth. I realized that living check by check is not a good point or good idea. I wish I would know this sooner, and I think I would be on the level more than where I am right now, because I remember in 2015, and that's when my daddy died. He was age 70. Oh, my dear. I feel that pain. how it was hard. My daddy worked until age 70. The day he died, it was his day off. He was just off, like the employee to get 2 days off. He was on his day off, Monday and Tuesday. Then he died on a Tuesday. He didn't go back Wednesday or work because his life ended on Tuesday. So we suffered ourselves. It looks like we were not that many years living here, and they were, oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? But with the plus other people around us, yes, churches, they help us. God bless them. So that's what I understand. Wow, working, getting money for just a bills is not enough. Without savings, without planning for anything about your future, it's a very, very bad idea. Dear parent who is there, listening to all of us here as a parent, all we are putting out here, according to our experience and knowledge, is save for your retirement, save for your children's future. That's the very important. You can buy any expensive clothes right now for you and for your children, but don't think those clothes will help you when you get older. I don't know here in Africa, some of them they will sell it back about here. You take it to Goodwill for you just donate. No one will pay back the money that you paid for your expensive clothes. So when I realized that wow, working just for bills is not a good idea, I started thinking, working. I am working as a teacher, and what I'm getting is for bills, for sure, is for bills. I'm not saving. I'm not even getting enough to help my extended family left back in Burundi. They are asking me, and the answer is I don't have money, and that hurt. Can you imagine a Burundian is asking an American, a person who lives in America, and the person is saying, I don't have money? That hurts. And that person will never believe. He will just put in his mind or her mind that you are mean, you are selfish, you don't want to share. They know we are in the country that is honey and the milk, but who knows? Whoever is facing that pain is the one who knows the honey and the milk that we are living in here. So I don't know. Just as an advice for everyone who is watching us, without going through our ABC, how we suffered and how we did all this. Yes, after seeing this online business, he was on YouTube. This, I think they are two. It was a couple, a husband and a wife. They were from Canada. They were talking about in our language. Would you like to make money from home? I was so skeptical. My husband was the first number one skeptical person because he had some experience. And I told him, "Did you hear this? These people they're talking about?" And he said, "Who's gonna give you money without working hard here? Have you seen anyone who will give you money just so you're sitting home and they give you money? Who?" So we had this understanding you have to work hard. We didn't know there is a way to work smarter and earn. We know that it's working hard. That's the only solution because that's our I forgot. I can say the word. That's where we had in our mindset that you have to work hard for you to earn. But there is another way where you can work smarter and earn. That's why we are here to tell you that if you want to make money to save it for your family, this business is for real. It's a true business. And we have a lot of testimonials. You can come. Just to check it out. You can go at any of these ladies' website. Go on our pages, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Just search and go on our bios and see what is this people talking about? What is this business about? You're gonna see a lot of stories, and our bios will tell you a lot about this online business. So without taking much of time, I'm asking you with this friendly advice as a mother, parent, please get out from your comfort zone. Take this mindset that you have that I'm working 9 to 5, I'm getting my check. After 2 weeks, I get check. and that's enough. Is not enough. Today you are calling it enough, but it's not enough. If God grants you life until you get to age 80, that's where you're going to understand. If I know, I will start it sooner. Which is sooner again? This is the sooner that we are now trying to help you, to trying to tell you that this is the time for you to do what you can do. Is still you are not it's not too late yet. You can start. But waiting for tomorrow, you are delaying your future yourself. You are delaying your I don't know, your growth. Just go ahead from now after this live. Just go ahead and check it out. And they prove us wrong. If we are wrong what we are doing, if it's not, you're gonna see a lot of testimonies, a lot of wins, a lot of I don't know, a lot. So thank you so much. And I think back to you, sister.
Thank you, Sister Beatrice. It's a land of milk and honey. We've just been looking for that milk and honey in wrong places. But what we are saying is that, hey, the greener pastures you are looking for might just be gotten through this opportunity. That is what we are saying. So thank you for sharing again your pains with us. Hopefully our soul has been able to resonate with that, and the only thing we want from you is action. So I know we've been here, shared our stories. Mine, quick and simple, being in corporate world, uh, with no time for myself, long working hours, eating into my health, no time for my kids, and then to top it all or everything, when I lose my mom, I'm given 3 days to go and mourn her, and that is when reality hit me, and it's like this is not what I was looking for when I was moving or when I was crossing those borders. If I can't have time for me, if I can't have time for those ones who matter to me, then what am I doing? What am I really doing? And so that was the time when I had to think twice of what I wanna out of this life. So that is a short story of mine. You have had all of us. So just to wind it up, I'm just gonna ask each one of these ladies, with all that they have learned, in 30 seconds, if you were to write a voice note to yourself and to a soul outside there, what will you say to you and the soul that is out there listening to you right now? I'll start with Sister McKenna, just quickly.
Yeah, for me, I would say that in this world, God has a plan for each one of us. And sometimes we are not able to see clearly about that plan, but you have to keep on asking yourself, what does God want you to do? Because for me, if I never ask myself, I couldn't be here today. So whether you're struggling out there, whether you're feeling like, yeah, life is hard, I want to say we were there. You know what you need is just to change your mind, be positive, and check this business out. And we are also here. We are a global community. We'll walk with you this journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister McKenna. To Sister Lois, quickly here. I know you've been here for a while.
Okay. A voice note to Lois. Lois, remember, you cannot change the past, but you can take a step and move forward. Your future is tomorrow. Trust God, and He has already gone ahead of you. And take that bold step and move forward. The best wait for you.
Amen. To another Lois hearing that voice, that is a call to you. Sister Annette.
Yes, can you guys hear me?
Yes, you can.
Okay. If I could go back, I know that I would use a word wish, but I don't like to wish, okay? But as much as I did not start early, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to be here today. I'm so grateful that I started this journey and especially having the passion actually to know that there's a better way out. So if there's somebody out there who is still wishing, you keep still, you wish you could do it, but you're still sitting, watching from the sidelines. I will tell you that that time you're wishing, if you take action today, your future will thank you later. If you actually take a step to take a leap of faith, you can give a chance for yourself. We don't have to be hard on ourselves. You can take a chance for yourself and start today. You don't have to, there's no better time to start. The best to start is when you see it, take a leap of faith and go ahead and plug in. And of course, you have to do your due diligence. That's what we come to tell you, that you have to do your due diligence for you to know that you can actually take a leap of faith and go all the way in. Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks, Sister Annette, for that. Sister Regina.
Okay, thank you again. Before I go to that 30-second note for me, I want to say this on behalf of those people who are watching us and who are going to watch us later. This business is not just for women, and it's not just for mothers, because I just realized when we were talking, we are just focusing on mothers and women. So I just want to make it clear for everyone who is going to join us later, whether you're a father, whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, any kind of a person, as long as you're a human being and as long as you're willing, you don't have to be a mother, you don't have to be a parent. I mean, you don't have to be a woman. We have a lot of men here. They are not as many as women, but we have men. We have students here. We have young people here. We have grandmas. So it's not just for mothers and it's not just for women. So anybody out there who is a woman, who is a man, who is anybody, you can do this business. So now a note for me, if I could go back, which I'm not, but this is a note for me, younger me, when I saw this business opportunity. So this is what I would tell myself. When you have prayed God to give you an opportunity, to show you what to do, and the opportunity comes and you know that you prayed and you asked God for guidance, grab the opportunity. Stop procrastination. Don't wait for the right time. There's never going to be the right time. Don't wait to be ready. You're never going to be ready. You keep pushing, you keep wasting opportunity and time to grow and even to build your destiny and to build your legacy. So don't wait anymore, Regina. If you're watching this, just take your step and move forward, because procrastination will just waste your time. And before you know it, you are in your 50s, you're in your 60s, you're in your 80s, you're a grandma, you're a grandpa. So take your leap now.
Thank you. There's never a right time. The right time is now. That's what our sister is telling us. And lastly, Sister Beatrice.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know we all said okay, these ladies, they all said what is needed right now. Just take action. Just change your mind. Don't stay back in the old mind that working hard is the only way you can make money, or the way you can save it for your retirement or for savings for your family. No, is it to change your mind and start today and take action. If you don't make a change, nothing will change in your life, in your family's life, in your children, nothing. And this is, as Regina said, this is for everyone: mother, father, sister, brother, grandma. Yeah, we have some grandmas in our teams too. They are, but they are not a lot. But I think if you ask them, they will tell you, if I knew in the past, maybe I won't wait until I am a grandma for me to do this. So in short, just change your mind, take action, and move forward. Save your future, secure your future and your family's future. Thank you.
Thank you, you, sister.
Lynette,
Yes.
Lynette, a second.
Yes.
Sorry guys, we are streaming live on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. If you're wondering, take action. When we say take action, as you can see, everybody has their website where www. That's where you can log in whichever page you're watching from. You can see that, and then you can watch a free webinar. That's what we are talking about. That's where you will take the leap. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sister Annette, for reminding us that. And when we are talking about legacy, one thing that we didn't point out is once you reach a certain level, you start earning money from this business without doing anything. And that's for lifetime. So when you get to a certain stage and just like enough is enough for me, you hand it over to your generation. That is one of the goals because our kids will go through the same thing. And so, what we are trying to tell you out there is that the best time to start was actually yesterday, and the next best time is today. Be intentional on how you want to write your story going forward because you only have one life to live. Thank you, ladies, for being here with us. Thank you for those nuggets. Thank you for sharing your stories. Hopefully, it has shone a light to us all out there, and we are hoping that we'll be seeing you inside the community. So, thank you, everyone. Bye bye, and we'll be seeing you next. Bye.
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 Bye bye. Bye.